Libra, this September, you're going inward to shine outward. Your spiritual connection, confidence, and natural talents are attracting the right opportunities to you. Hey Libra, I'm Lindsay with Love. I'm a Western tropical zodiac astrologer, here to raise the frequency of the planet by transforming as many lives as I possibly can. And astrology is one tool that I use to do that. So this September, we're going to be looking at the personal planets affecting you throughout the month, namely Mercury, Venus, Mars, the full moon, and the new moon. We'll look at the highest vibration of these energies and how to use them to level up your life. And I'll also give you some of the lower vibrations of the energies and how you may kind of get stuck in those energies and then how to transcend out of them if that's the case for you. I have my camera here, my mic here, my notes here, and I'm going rogue on YouTube and not editing my videos. So Libra, you are getting a full take right out of the gate. So I will be looking at my notes every once in a while to make sure that I'm giving you the most accurate information. All right, Libra, let's kick off starting with Mercury. And Mercury is on the second of the month is entering into Virgo. Now, Mercury in Virgo is the energy of organization, efficiencies, planning, analyzing, effectiveness, productivity, and this energy is happening in the part of the sky for you that involves your spirituality, your spiritual essence, your connection with your higher self, your clairsentience, your claircognizance, all of your clairs, your intuitive powers. It's also the part of the sky for you that involves your creativity, your imagination, and your manifesting powers. And so with Mercury hanging out in this part of the sky, it's time to go a little bit inward. You're going to feel like maybe less social than you normally do, which is totally normal with Mercury here. It's a time where you may want to develop a spiritual practice. You may want to develop a spiritual routine that involves meditation, journaling, yoga on Mondays. I don't know, maybe some sort of energy work as well, introspective, self-reflective work. With Mercury in this part of the sky, you also might be having quite vivid dreams or receiving a lot of messages in your dreams. And these messages are guiding you, Libra, towards your greatest dreams and wishes fulfilled. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities throughout the day as well. The same angel numbers, the same song on the radio every time you get into the car, the book falling open to the exact page, the synchronistic moment where you're looking for a solution to a problem and all of a sudden the website shows up and this is how you do it on your YouTube feed, whatever. It's that type of energy, and you're really receiving a lot of communication from the divine with Mercury in this part of the sky. So in the highest vibration, you're using this energy to connect with your higher self, to receive guidance from your higher self, and then step into your faith and take action based on the guidance your higher self gave you. Remembering always, Libra, that your higher self is always going to speak to you in a very high vibrational way, giving you guidance to do very positive things that will positively impact yours and other people's lives. Never anything low vibrational, negative, or harmful, okay? So that's the beginning of the month for you. And then Mercury shifts. Oh, I should mention too, this energy, Mercury in Virgo, there's potential for like overthinking, analysis paralysis, over analyzing, mental exhaustion in this part of the sky that involves your spiritual essence, your spirituality, this kind of third eye crown chakra energy. Excuse me. I do recommend that you ground yourself if you are working with your spiritual energy, your higher self, God, source, universe, creator, a lot during this time. If you're doing a lot of automatic writing, if you're doing a lot of meditation, if you're doing a lot of channeling, even, ground into your energy, be very cautious. It's important. These bottom three chakras keep us in this physical reality. They keep our mindset, we're grounded in. We're not kind of spiritual psychosis floating off into the ethers. So it's just something to be mindful of with Mercury here in this part of the sky. On the 18th of the month, Mercury shifts into the part of the sky for you that involves your I am presence, and Mercury moves into Libra, into this part of the sky. So this is open communication, this is mediation, this is a peaceful mindset, this is harmony, this is balance. And for you, it's all about balance in your presence, peace and harmony in how people are perceiving you, peace and harmony and balance on your own independent life path and as you carve that out for yourself. And so you're finding a sense of calmness at this time with Mercury in this part of the sky. You're very much focused in on yourself in a positive way. You're focused in on how people perceive you and what you might need to switch up or change, whether it's your physical appearance or your energy and your aura, so that people are perceiving you the way that you desire. Because let's be real, Libra, lots of people are still asleep on this planet at this time, which is not a big deal. We only need so many people to be awake and shining their love and light and teaching energetics and teaching spirituality. But for the people that are still asleep, they're very much judging everybody based on the tangible, based on how they look, on the senses, right? And so if you want to play the energetic game, Libra, play the game both ways. Play it from the energetics. You're working with your energy. You're fueling your mindset in a positive way. You're talking to yourself very positively. You're using your words with intention to manifest and create, but also play on the physical field where lots of people are only playing, the people that are very much struggling with a lot of human effort, and realize that they're seeing you. And so you're showing up dressed the way you want, hair done the way you want, makeup, whatever, so that you're perceived in the correct way, the way that you desire, so that you can continue on expanding your life and opening up yourself to your life path. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, very much spiritual essence type vibes, communication, intuition's turned on, dream state is good. You have the power to use your imagination to manifest. And on the back half of the month, you're very focused in on your I am presence and how you're showing up and how to use your energy and your physicality to create your best life. All right, before we go on to Venus, the energy of love and money, show me some love. Hit the subscribe button if you're a Libra or you have one or no one in your life. All right, Venus. Venus is starting off in the part of the sky for you, Libra, that involves your social networks and your authenticity. Now, it's quite interesting because you've got Mercury starting off in this kind of introspective part of the sky where you're kind of going inward, but you've got Venus lighting up your social networks and causing you to be quite charismatic and magnetic and popular. And so you might be finding like a balance at the beginning of the month, Libra, around receiving a lot of invitations and then using your intuition, using your discernment to know which ones to say yes or no to, because you're going to be very popular. So it's like, oh, what's a girl to do, right? I'm so popular, but I want to spend time alone. Choose for yourself, honor your energy, Libra. Honoring your energy is your greatest superpower in this lifetime. When you can fully honor your energy, you're either in flow state or you're resting. And that's very powerful when it comes to manifesting. So use it wisely. Say yes to what you want to really say yes to. If it's not a full-on heck yes, then it's probably a no anyway. And it's okay to say no once in a while, right? Turn down those offers. So with Venus in this part of the sky, Venus, the energy of love, I already said you're popular, you're social, you're charismatic, you're connecting with lots of different people. It's a chance for you to be very authentically you, really showcasing all of you. Maybe you've been kind of hiding behind some versions of you, watering yourself down, hiding behind a little bit of a mask. It's okay to let that go at this time, Libra. You will be embraced in the energy of authenticity. And by the way, authenticity is one of the most rewarded energies in this lifetime. Now, Venus, the energy of money in this house of benefactors and allies and people that want to support you. In the house of authenticity, you're authentic, authenticity wins, abundance comes in. You're authentic. With this money energy here, benefactors and allies see and feel your authenticity. They want to support your dreams and your goals. Lastly, this is the house of money that you earn from your career, and so, or your business that you own, or your social reputation out in the world. Maybe money you earn from TikTok, money you earn from YouTube, whatever that looks like for you, if that's what you're doing. And it's a time where money's flowing easily. Maybe more money than expected is coming to you from those places as well. So really beautiful energy with Venus in this part of the sky. And then on the 19th of the month, Venus now shifts into the part of the sky that involves your faith, your spirituality, your spiritual essence. Once again, just a beautiful time to go inward. Most of the month is, like I said at the beginning, going inward to shine outward, setting your energy right, Libra. The power of human beings' energy, and most people don't realize, they don't know that their energy is what's creating their reality. And so you have an opportunity this month to set it right, your mindset, your speech, your heart, what's in here, and your feelings, and really getting it out on paper, journaling, meditating, whatever. It's a time where you could also release yourself from any bad habits or negative habits that are separating you from your dream reality, because Venus is this energy of love in this part of the sky that does involve like addiction, negative habits, whatever. And so you're filling yourself up with love. Every time you go to drink the soda or eat the french fries or whatever your goal is, every time you go to do that bad habit that's holding you separate from your manifested desires and reality, you say, oh, that's right. I'm going to fill myself up with love and I'm going to choose for the long term. I'm going to choose the version of myself that is manifested in this dream life. I'm going to act from that version of myself now. I'm going to act from that version so that I can manifest that version. It's a be her to become her, basically, right? And so you've got that energy swirling with Venus in this part of the sky as well. Now, from a very tangible perspective, I don't know why I said tangible. Libra, from a very tangible perspective, Venus money in this part of the sky that involves like international business, deals, things like that. So you might be making some deals, wheeling and dealing as well. All right. So, what are you doing physically? Like, how are you exerting yourself? Well, you've got Mars starting off in the part of the sky for you, Libra, that involves your I am presence. Now, Mars is hanging out in Libra in this part of the sky, and Mars in Libra wants peace and balance in the physical, in the tangible. You want to feel good in flow state about where your life is going. You want to show up in an energy and be seen in that energy. You want peace and harmony within your physical being, within your mindset. And so here you're once again maybe physically changing your appearance at this time. You're thinking of different ways to approach life, your own independent path, so that it's easier, so that it flows more effortlessly and harmoniously as well. Then Mars, and that's the beginning of the month. It's very like I am the leader, I'm the captain of my own ship. I'm going to create my reality. It's a very independent energy. You're not looking for outside help. You're like, I can do this. And then Libra, on the 22nd of the month, Mars now shifts into Scorpio, into the part of the sky for you that involves your natural gifts and talents and your money and your self-worth. And Mars in Scorpio is very determined, it's goal focused, it's willpower type energy. And so you may have an idea with Mars just in this first house of like how you're about to carve out your path, like you're really going to go for it. And then with Mars shifting into this second house, you're like, these are the skills I need. This is how I can enhance my skill set. This is how I can earn more money. This is how I can command my money. This is how I can manage my money and build my generational wealth and whatever else it is. And so physically, you're in your bank account. You are looking at enhancing your skills, signing up for courses, learning something new. Maybe it's something physical you have to do. You're running more, whatever it is for you, so that you can charge more for your gifts and your talents, earn more money, whatever that looks like. So very physically money focused toward the end of the month. All right, Libra, we're moving along so beautifully. We've got to talk the full moon next. On the 7th of the month, there is a full moon happening in the part of the sky for you that involves your work routines, your day-to-day life, your daily routines, and your health. Now, full moons are endings, completions, culminations, things coming to fruition, or they're shining a spotlight on something that maybe we didn't notice before. So if I think about like from a very like tangible physical perspective here, it's like maybe your work routine is shifting, maybe you have a new boss, new colleagues, new department. You used to work from home, now you're going into the office. You used to work in the office, now you work from home. Something in your work routines is shifting. Maybe you got promoted, so you're in a new tax bracket, money bracket. Now you're managing people rather than not. Something is shifting there. Or something is brought to your attention in your work life, colleagues, bosses, work routine, something that you didn't notice before. It doesn't have to be bad. It just is, right? You just didn't notice it before. Now, this full moon is also hanging out in your day-to-day life. And so maybe you're looking at things that you can release from your routine or perhaps delegate to a family member, to your husband, your wife, your partner. Even in your work routine, you could delegate to your colleague, perhaps shifting things so that you have more efficiencies, kind of release some pressure or responsibility. And lastly, this full moon is hanging out also in the part of the sky that involves your health. So you might be receiving news about your health. You might be shifting something in what you consume, whether it's media, which don't watch the news, Libra, please. I'm begging you. It's just will mess with your mind. That's why it's called television programming. It maybe is something that you are going to cut out of your diet. You're trying to do some sort of elimination diet. Maybe you were doing like HIIT workout routines and you hated them, and you realize that you hated them so much they aren't actually helping you. So you decide to go to yoga instead. Like there is some sort of switch up or change as it relates to your health routines as well. All right, Libra, the final thing we need to discuss is this new moon happening on the 21st of the month in the part of the sky for you, once again, that involves your faith, your spirituality, your spiritual essence, your connection to your higher self, to the divine, God, source, universe, creator. It's your awareness of all that is, your awareness of the law of one, that we are all from the same source energy. It's such a beautiful space to have a new moon because it's also your dreams and your wishes fulfilled. It's the finality, right? It's this 12th house energy. And so you could be sending out manifestations around standing in your faith, around a dream coming true, around connecting and really understanding how your higher self speaks to you. Mine speaks to me really easily through clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairaudience. Those are my three strongest. Lots of people around me are clairvoyant. It's not my strongest, but that's okay, right? So you might be connecting or desiring to connect with your higher self and receiving the guidance. You might be desiring to learn how to play the game of life on the energetic plane. It is different. It is not, I'm a normal human being flopping around on the planet, pushing with a lot of human effort, complaining about my life and why nothing's working. It is, I understand energy and I know how to speak energy and I know how to manage my energy. And because I know these things, I can very easily manifest my best life. I can focus on what needs to be focused upon so I can manifest. And then people wonder how I do that. And I'm like, oh, I know my energy. It's that. It's totally a different realm, a different world. Of course, you're bouncing in between the two because you're still a human spiritual being after all. But you could be manifesting about that as well, Libra. So just a few options for you, but everything to do with your faith and your dreams and wishes fulfilled and your spiritual essence. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you for September. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Please help me out. It really does help me grow this channel. I have over 50,000 followers on TikTok. I'm trying to grow my YouTube out as well and really, tap into the YouTube audience and help them transform their lives as well. Libra, if you are interested in working with me in any capacity, there's information in the description box below. And lastly, if you are a woman ready to fearlessly create your best life, I'm talking finally go after your dreams and your goals and your wishes fulfilled. That means empowering yourself, building out your self-esteem, your confidence, your self-trust, all the things required to create your best life. Join the Cosmic Collective today.